Hi. The issue that I am going to be talking about is animal-based protein more effective for muscle building than plant-based protein. Now, this is a long debated topic, and all of the research about it that I found conflicts itself. Some research says that plant-based protein can't be as effective. Some say that it is just as capable as animal-based protein. Let's dive in deeper to the prior research. So my findings were that all of the research was conclusive that animal-based protein is easier to absorb than plant-based protein. It is more bioavailable because it contains all of the amino acids, which many plant-based proteins do not contain all amino acids. Some do, such as pea protein, but even when they contain all of the amino acids, a lot of plant proteins lack adequate leucine for proper absorption. There are ways to balance leucine levels to help with absorption, and in one of the research studies, they supplemented people with 20 grams of plant-based protein, 20 grams of animal-based protein, and in order to balance the leucine content, they needed 25 grams of plant-based protein. So that begs the question for me, is it enough gram for gram? I don't know if it could be equivalent. So another study that I stumbled upon took 3 groups: the plant-based group, animal-based group, and placebo group, and they all had the same effect. So is protein supplementation effective for muscle recovery at all? Why is this important? Well, sports performance, there's a lot of things that go into sports performance, and people don't realize how many behind the scenes things go on for athletes. And the more time that athletes spend recovering, the less time they have to train, which makes it extremely important to have a fast muscle recovery time. Senior citizens face the issue of sarcopenia, which means a loss of muscle mass, and this makes it especially important for elderly people to get adequate protein, especially if they were to be following a resistance training program or something along those lines to help with that. Fiber, plant-based protein has the benefit fiber, and this is something that animal-based protein usually lacks. And environmental factors are another important role, and this is also a good reason why a lot of the studies have been conducted, because plant-based protein has a lot less impact on the environment than animal-based protein, because it takes up a lot less resources. What other factors may affect muscle synthesis other than protein intake? So that's another thing to keep in mind when we're doing studies, such as like resistance training will increase muscle synthesis. what else affects muscle recovery? Some studies suggest that like lean meats, fish, and other clean diets like vegetables can also lower inflammation and therefore affect muscle recovery. So this is important to keep in mind. The hypothesis with the preliminary research I did, plant-based is not as effective as animal-based to stimulate muscle recovery because I think the gram for gram, the lower leucine content can never suffice, and it's less bioavailable. I hope to do further research, and I hope to create an experiment that could answer some of these questions. Thank you.